Greetings, fellow Wendigo. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 121, Planning Abductions. First order of business is actually right up there, which is implant Kazran and Vendetta with their xenogerms. But what I'm planning on doing this stream, unless other things come up that stop me, is to abduct people for egg extraction. We gotta fill this prison up. And here is where it gets a little interesting. I did mention last stream, but there is no Dirt Mole faction. So the Dirt Moles are going to arrive as by small percentage through Inalore. So what we might have to do is turn on Inalore. And I had some thoughts about that. About basically calling in trade caravans from Inalore, buying up shock lances until some Dirt Moles show up. Ambushing their caravans once Dirt Moles do show up, abducting their Dirt Moles, and then gifting back the organs of the Dirt Moles to them to not be hostile anymore. Something like that. Because that's probably the most reliable way to get Dirt Moles, is to mess with Inalore, but not raid their villages. But I do want to raid some villages, so that is on the short order of business. And also, maybe if we're lucky, scan some good genes out of these two. I did mention that I wanted to rework this this micro prison because it's way larger than it needs to be. So, yeah, that's on the agenda. But welcome, welcome. So in terms of quests, the Mega Sloth I'm just going to delete. They're never going to show up. It broke. And there was one other thing that I wanted to do if there's time. We have a lot of waste pack capacity, and low here, as well as Bryzit, have some capacity for mechs. So it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get some additional mechs either. Just a thought. So this Vendetta xenogerm is going into Vendetta, and then we need a pacified xenogerm for Kazran, so Kazran stops trying to fight. We also have this batch of eggs that we just extracted. I'm using Cathanon's automatic egg extraction mod to extract ovum without having to schedule it myself, which also means that I might be in the market for yet another farm, like putting another farm complex here, perhaps, somewhere around here, because we are going to need probably more food and more meds if we're going to fill up that prison. Oh, speaking of food, you're falling from the sky, it's pemmican. I'd also like to clean up, we could actually put the farm right here, because this building is being phased out, and it's the right size for a farm, although it's not really standalone. You'd want a farm attached in some way to somewhere that is already heated and warm. Well, staring at these batteries, I might as well just move them. And break this down. I'm going to need to find a better place for these anti-grain warheads as well. So, Vendetta, are you getting cut into by maybe Low? No, Low's not doing it. Oh, because you're not allowed meds right now. That's right. I'm very low on medicine. We are trying to grow it as much as we can, but it's hard to come by. The real question is, do I want to do the xenogerms, or do I want to stockpile medicine? Not entirely sure. In terms of our current resources, we do have a lot of silver, so bringing in more trade caravans to try to buy medicine would not be a terrible idea. Unfortunately for me, a lot of the trade caravans that have been calling in do not carry medicine, so that's been a bit of a bummer. Something else. No, we started. Right. The plasteel over here. Did we figure out the glitch in xenogerm making? Some of the glitch. I don't think it's all been worked out, but a lot of it has. I've been sharing game files, and Cathanon and his wife have been working on that as well. So some progress has been made. Not to say that it's flawless. Calling anything flawless is farcical in coding. All right. Creating xenogerm. Wendy is due for death rest sorta soon. So my idea was to let her get her psi focus up, re-death rest her, and then start raiding. And then I kind of have to decide what species I'm going for first. Obviously, I don't really need any impids. So if not impids, who? Who are we getting? And there we go. Hazron's organs have been harvested. So if I want to hold off on harvesting eggs, I'm going to set up all the prisoners to not use herbal meds. And that way we don't waste... I mean, not that I even have herbal meds, really. I have like 2. But that way we don't waste any more medicine if I want to stockpile it. Is it worth potting to settlements with silver to trade and then shuttling home? Probably far skipping over than shuttling. Shuttling is really useful when you want to transfer like a lot of raw material from like a raid site or something, whereas far skipping is far more effective because it doesn't have a very long cooldown. We could try doing trade runs. I don't think it's all that important at the moment to run trade runs because there's not a lot that I want to buy other than medicine, and that's a lot of travel for just a few meds. It's not economically really worth it. And we're still, of course, cleaning up the map tile because this map tile is super messy. Looks like the hauler bots are just about ready, just about done hauling the uranium in. Yeah, Rexy doesn't have anywhere to go, so I'm going to lift the zoning restrictions for them to unrestricted, and then they can grab whatever they want to grab and haul it to stockpile. If you remember correctly, she's shorted bionic gear? She is not, no. All of her surgeries were done towards the end of last stream, so she is in top form with... she's mostly robot, a vampiric robot at this point. Vendetta's getting implanted with his xenogerm, but I don't know who's running that surgery. Is that Fangface? Nobody is. I think they're just waiting to be implanted, but there isn't medicine for you, so let's hold off on that. She has 1 organic ear left? Yeah. And organic ears aren't, I mean, they don't really matter. Hearing in this game is not an important trait. How long can I scan Kath? 42 days. So it's gonna be a while. 42 days is a pretty long time in RimWorld. And then about 10 days for the Hussar and 5 days for the Genie. Alright. I should probably get around to fertilizing these eggs. And we're not quite at rebounding for food. We had a huge dip in food, and we're still sort of working our way back up. So I'm going to hesitate in potting more infants, more babies, more embryos. But it wouldn't hurt to fertilize them anyway. So in terms of impids, I'm trying to think if there is a good impid cross at the moment. So those that we have in the pods right now, let me just remember. if we have any impids in progress. Because I could hold on to the impid eggs. What we're trying to do, as a little reminder here, I'll open up the genes overlays. We're trying to isolate mini horns without isolating any of the other impid negative genes, like weak melee or weak immune system or anything like that. Which is oddly has been really difficult. Way more difficult than I sort of expected it to be. That's been true of almost every twist and turn that we've had so far. So no, I don't have any impids in progress right now. And there is the passive prisoner xenogerm, and that is for Kazron, so that Kazron does not try to start some fights. I am just brainstorming. I could try to cross low with some impids. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm just thinking of the males that could, inseminate. Low is a pigskin, so it would be a filtered pigskin, a hybrid pigskin. So it would be a pigskin impid cross, and I doubt any of the eggs would be viable, but I'll try it. What I'm hoping, and why I picked low, is low has a germline gene immunity of strong immunity, which would offset the weak immunity, but also strong stomach and robust digestion, lowering the chance for some of the genes that I want to filter out of impids to be filtered. So I'm just going to fertilize all these eggs real quick. And see what we get. So I count 6 of 7. Who is on cooldown? Oh, who cares? It will be automatic. So here is a non-viable specimen. This is another non-viable specimen due to the weak immunity present. It because it's in front of strong immunity, it's the one that got inherited. Another slow wound healing, non-viable. Cold weakness. So here's a little reminder at the top. Cold weakness is a non-viable, which is too bad because this individual, this egg rather, is close. You know, very fast runner wouldn't be a terrible thing to inherit, but sadly no. All right, another non-viable and another non-viable. Lo, you want to just try to go for a whole lot of possible hybrids? This week will be your week. So, Gaunt Head. Interesting that it inherited strong stomach and robust digestion and super immunity, because that's super immunity is what we want out of the wasters, and we're trying to avoid Gaunt Head. So it's like pretty strong, but still non-viable. It's unfortunate. And same deal here. Gaunt Head inherited. Mixing low with another pigskin is pointless. Unless we just want extra pigskin hybrids. So I'm going to skip that and try for some Edekin. Alright, what do we got here? So open up the gene overlay again. This is slow wound healing. That's unfortunate, because otherwise it was nice. This didn't inherit any of the pigskin digestion at all. And another slow wound heal. What a waste of eggs. Who mixes with the pigskin? So Lo, you are an offspring of cactus and husk. So I'm going to try another pigskin line. If we can get 2 pigskin lines, like Lo and a female, all the offspring will inherit the digestion plus other things, which could be useful. So getting 2 pigskin lines isn't really bad, which means that if I wanted to If I wanted someone that could breed with low, it would have to be with not Husk's egg, or I risk incest, which is a trait I'm trying to avoid. So, Mariah, you are going to mix these two eggs, but Husk's egg is likely to get thrown out anyway. Well, we'll see. How distant can relatives be? I'm not sure. Both of these are... Well, this has pig nose. Pig voice. Okay, both of these are not viable. So every single egg we fertilize is a worthless egg to Wendy. That's a bad rap. Here you go. Enough for you. Enough for you. And this is why she wants to abduct more people. Increase the odds. Checking all the beds to make sure I didn't bring any steel beds in here. Oh, there's one. I'll install it. And then we're going to want to fill up the prison a little bit more. So unless something comes up, my question for you guys is who to abduct first. So here's our options. We can go to the pigskins. We could do Neanderthals. Now, I don't have any Neanderthals in the prison right now, but with that said, I do have a lot of Neanderthal DNA already represented in the current colonists, but it wouldn't be bad to have Neanderthal. I'm not going to bother with the impids. We could go to Edekin or Wasters, and those are going to be your choices. This is an aggressive abduction of people. And I want to... There's a fair bit of preparing to do first, but once I feel ready, this poll will determine who we go to. Oh, Kazran. Are you going to get yourself killed? I very much think Kazran's going to get himself killed. Oh, Farak, you're attacking back? Oh, yeah, I mean, you're super dead calm, but you'll still occasionally defend yourself, I guess? Maybe you didn't actually hit Kazran. Hey, you survived. Look at you. With a destroyed arm, so you'll be a lot less effective in trying to mess with people in the future. I'll even tend to you with Vendetta, which actually isn't a terrible idea, because Vendetta, at least for the moment, has good doctoring due to genes. But it's not working. Can you not stand next to? Trying to figure out why I can't tend Kaz. Here, just drop Kaz on the ground. And then 10. There we go. I might need to rework these prisons a little bit if that's gonna be an ongoing problem. I don't think it was a problem for egg extraction, though. I'll check the eggs to make sure Kazran's... No, Kazran did have an egg extracted, so I don't really know what that was about, but whatever. Wendy, you have tattered apparel? That's not good. Your shirt is tattered? Well, this shirt is not 100%, but it will do in a pinch for now. Gold ore? Wow, that's a lot of gold ore. Nice. I am probably going to sit on that for a while until... until maybe a collector comes, and then gift it to the collector, getting Bryzit one more rank. I don't think we're going to have Bryzit go all the way up to the rank of Wendy, same as Wendy's, but going up to Baron would be fine. Something else I wanted to do is to gift a little to Inalor in order to afford some more trade caravans too. And then I need to clean up a ton of stuff that is on the map tile. So, Mitty, you are the unwilling cleaner this time around. You were just hammering away on the piano, and that means you were bored. I'm going to try to haul in all the artifacts and the like that I have out in the snow. I think when I'm going to abduct people, shock lancers are going to be pretty essential, because the Wendigo that I have on staff, let's call it staff, the Wendigo I have on staff here are very effective at instantly killing, and not so effective at the whole capture bit. So it takes a little bit more precision, i.e. not shooting until they fall over, but something a little bit more careful, like a shock lance, in order to add to our prison. But I've done so many trades out here, I don't even remember where all the like lances and the like are. We'll just have to keep an eye out. And maybe having a dedicated shelf somewhere in the base with the lances would be good too. That way I can get a very quick inventory of how many we have and how many I need to buy, etc., etc. Okay. Clearly you guys want me to go to the Wasters. Overwhelmingly. So that's the plan once Wendy is all squared away with her death rest. Where are you unloading inventory? That always bothers me. When you caravan them, they get rid of what their carry is for no apparent reason that I can comprehend. And then they have to go pick it up later. Very silly. Wendy, you're no longer just a Psycaster, so let's go ahead and get you your weapon back. And Macho, thank you for the resub. It's been a full year. I remember you running around in the vultures. Can't believe it's been a full year. You were the worst vulture. I don't know. There were some really bad ones. I'm gonna borrow your guys' eyes. Let me know if you spot silver lances, anything that probably shouldn't be left out in the snow indefinitely. I haven't really told the hauler bots to haul useful stuff. I mean, if I really wanted to do that, what I could do is I could invert the corpse hauling so that they can haul anything but corpses, but I wouldn't really mind them hauling corpses. It's kind of fun to have a mountain full of corpses. And then, of course, you know, if anyone asks why I have so many corpses, I have quite the story to tell them, I suppose. It does look like my relationship with Inalor is lower than I want it to be, so let's go ahead and gift them the insect jellies here. Get the rep back up. And then call them in for trade caravan. while Bryzik calls the others. I think I can still afford to... You know what? I don't even need to do that. I can just wait until they're here and gift it to them. So calling the exotics in, and then Amdas, whatever they're called. We'll call them Shaman, and then Glitterworld. You think I need an army of Hollerbots? Yeah, that is actually one of the ideas that I had. Once I fill up this prison a little bit more and manage our medicine amount, because that's pretty bad. Getting more farm bots, getting more hall bots, so that we can sort of streamline things a little bit better. Because there's definitely some improvements to be made. For sure. Like right now, there's not even rice in the kitchen. That's how sort of rough things have been. There's a lot of eggs, fertilized eggs, left over here that need to get hauled away as well. Alright, Kath, it says you need death rest. You're not quite at the marks where you're going to, like, pass out or have the withdrawal or whatever it's called. So, I'll wait a little bit longer. And I think once the trade caravans come and Wendy trades with them, I'll go ahead and death rest Wendy as well. She's a bit overdue. Just a little bit. Oh, Vendetta, you should definitely haul. I think this corpse freezer is causing a lot of distress for a lot of the colonists because the haul timers are really long and they're getting really upset, hungry, and tired running that. Not that Wendy cares about their feelings. She's sure done. What's with all the Amtas travelers? That's the second group in, like, minutes. I mean, it is the time of year. We're almost in peak summer. So this is about as warm as it gets, which is still frozen. I guess the still frozen is kind of nice. Twitch is having some troubles. Yeah, I can see that on my end as well. Not that I can do anything about it, but... Gather here today to witness Twitch be twitchy. Like every other day, then. Twitch doesn't need an excuse to be twitchy. It just is often. I do not understand why they are choosing to cut across the snowy kill box, as this path is clearly faster. But I can just forbid some doors and they'll stop it. So here I'm just putting in some pillars to keep the sun out on the path for efficiency's sake. And let's move the antigrain warheads now. Just putting them in there because this whole thing is going to get broken down. Oh, Wendy found some pretty convenient steel. It's in the kill box, so if we want steel to be able to reload our... That looks like a good place to snack mass. We want some steel to be able to reload our turrets. It's no problem at all. And yet another traveling band. Unbelievable how many people are visiting. It's like I'm running a... whatever the opposite of a Disneyland might be. I probably can pause the slate block cutting as until we add some additional structures, I don't need more blocks, so I might as well save the labor. I'm going to be individually dropping these warheads off into the apartments, I just realized. I don't really need to put stockpiles in them. Even with forbidden doors, they're still punchable. But it will contain the blast, given that they're behind walls. Wendy is somewhat amused by the prospects of having another Vatling punch explosives, but this time have it go way more critical. I'm not going to work towards that, but it would be pretty funny. So if T-Sang and Cactus drop their herbal meds, I have enough herbal meds to pacify Kazaron. The slaves in the colony here carry herbal meds around with them all the time. All right, looking good. Now we'll just unroof this and remove it. I don't think this is where I'm going to put the farm. If I add another farm, it would be attached to the facility. I could add a farm. I could have you guys pulled on it, but I could add a farm like here, perhaps. That's not a bad spot. I would just move the stockpile of chunks and the wind turbines. Or maybe two farms, one here, one there. Pretty reasonable given that it's already a heated area. Mass, what happened to your helmet? Oh, it hit 59%, you took it off? It's too itchy, scratchy for you? Fine. Don't get shot in the head, or I'll be taking that mech link out of your brain. There is still silver here. And actually, I'm going to want to haul that wood away before it deteriorates and sets on fire as well. Knowing the game, it would absolutely just burn the wood I buy. For giggles. Would send me like a scorcher bot that would just light it on fire to be malicious. Alright. Well, with the roof coming off, I can queue this up for destruction. I'm probably going to need to put in a pillar to keep up the sun blocking ceiling. I'll maybe make 2 of them. The rest of the structure is definitely coming down. Oh, sorry, Wendy. Didn't mean for you to go on caravan. So, did you get xenogerm? You did. Alright, so Kazran is off of that implantation list. And now it's just going to be Vendetta, and I'm going to use full real meds for Vendettas. So Vendetta, get you over to the hospital. So waste pack capacity, I'm like utilizing half of it, maybe, and then I'm not even utilizing any of the Pollux trees. That's a pretty good indicator of how much bot adding that we are able to do. Trade caravan should be here pretty soon, and once that's done, Wendy will death rest, and then we'll go abduct some wasters. Hey, Vendetta has been implanted. I just roofed over to the mortars. Yeah, I'll poke holes in the roofs. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to roof up the area, but not maybe specifically the mortars. I like fighting in the shade. So if I'm heading to the Wasters next, I'll get the prison ready. Add some more beds, because I'm sure we'll need it. And let's quickly do a little assessment of armor. So Wendy's shirt and pants are falling apart. Mask needs a new helmet, but everything else looks fine. Bryzit will need a new helmet and armor soonish, and probably a change of armor from Recon to Locus. Low is fine. Midi is... Armor's looking a little low, but kind of fine. Frosty needs new armor. Jack isn't even wearing armor. So, T-Sang, you're going to be really busy for a while, I think. After that Cataphract helmet, we'll have T-Sang cook up some Locus armors. How is that not roofed? I have a column there that, there, I'll just do it like that. I wonder how many corpses we have down here. It's more than I can even multi-select. Probably like 225, something like that. Yep. I also, as Frosty says, I need to cook up some additional passive prisoner xenogerms. Preparing for the influx of prisoners that we're going to have. Good call. Hey, Chaos Engine, thank you for the resub. I appreciate your number facts. When I use the select all tool, the pop-up in the top left should tell me how many were left out. You mean when I do this and it doesn't tell me? I mean, I get that sometimes you don't want to select, like, a truly obscene amount of stuff. I just wish it could be more than 200. Because Wendy is... well, she's a corpse dealer. Where's all my... so, the human meat here... this stockpile obviously needs to be higher up. Critical. And then the stockpile of rice to go with those meals need to be higher up as well. I could also adjust the hoppers here so that I prioritize one hopper over the others. So that there isn't a case where one hopper has two full, or one nutrient paste dispenser has two full hoppers and the other has none. And then the shells will have to drop to normal. And then any regular meat that I have, the rest of these shelves will have to be, like, low for meat, I think. So all of these shelves here, down here, well, let's link them together. So these shelves are sort of the overflow meat shelves. Link and low. And then these are the cannibal shelves, and I'll link them and set them to low as well. Low is fine as long as there's nowhere else in the base to store meat. It'd be kind of cool if, like, you could go to a specific item and, like, right-click on it and see all the possible stockpiles where it could go. You know? So it's like, oh, show me where agave fruit can be stocked. And, like, right-click or some sort of way to, like, sort through it. Kind of the way that you can, like, tab through all your colonists with period and comma. I know some games do that. I think, like, maybe Going Medieval does that. And I don't know. But that'd be kind of helpful to try to figure out, like, the stockpile priorities. More work for Kath? No. I don't, that's not a high demand one, certainly. Give him a break. Because I'm sure there's a lot of stockpiles that I hadn't even considered that are valid for meat, and I'll just have to work them out over time. One way I could sort the meat storage out quickly is to put the hollerbots behind the walls and just have them move things around. As we break this facility down, I'm also going to lose power to the vamp cross, so I'll power it up somehow else. And then this is still interconnected, so that's fine. There's a stockpile search mod. Yeah, I don't know all the mods, but I suspect that there's probably something that already does similar functions. My goodness, Wendy. She is trying to build this slate bed, and she's collecting slate, like, just a handful at a time. There we go. Nope, still no? Oh, my lord. Nope, still no. I think this thing has taken like 7 trips. It's like a new world record for the slowest bed installation in the history of all beds. Don't take down my newly built columns in the old... Oh, right. Yep, sorry. Good call. I did drag delete the whole area, but that's not what I exactly wanted. So the Wasters now have a prison barracks full of beds, and I can slowly work on adding the other beds in there as well, just so that there's no more construction projects to be had. Might as well. I don't think I'm going to be touching the hybrids, though, because there is not an exact number of hybrids that is, like, ideal. So you're in Gojuth withdrawal. So one of the issues is Wendy in the most recent battles got addicted to Go Juice to try to help out with the fight. So she's going to be in a bit of a sour mood, which is a problem. It's too bad time doesn't elapse when you're death resting. It would, I mean, that would be kind of exploited by me immediately, but it would be nice. So in terms of lances, I'm going to put some shelving here for shock and insanity lances. Although having it next to batteries that could explode is probably a bad idea. I'll just line it up here. This will be the lance corridor. I do have heal serum, but that doesn't seem fitting for serums. I mean, she'll get over it. She'll be fine. Where are you going with that rice? So here's a good example. That rice is going to this stockpile, which is correct, technically. Which is just a really good indicator of how low we are on rice. That, there's not even enough food to go around in all of the prisons. I mean, if they have to starve a little bit, whatever. I don't care. And here comes all the trade. Her bad mood makes all the colony feel bad? I don't think she's, like, technically in a bad mood just yet. It's hard to tell because there's not actually people near her at the moment. Oh, -1. Yeah. If I could buy a psychic soother, maybe I will. She could also just kill a prisoner for funsies. That would cheer her up. Says she's in poor health, but that's not true. So the one that I really want to gift is to Inalar. The other two are fine for now, so I'm not too concerned about gifting. Two herbal meds. Great, you guys are really hooking me up. You knew that I had a shortage of herbal meds, so you brought a whopping 2 of them. And I'm set for life now. Lifetime, well, given how long people tend to live in my colony, that is like a lifetime's worth of herbal meds. Fair enough. Oh, there's 2 more ovum that I need to sort. There's really nothing else I want to buy off them. Guess I could buy more Nuturamine? Which is a weird thing to buy off of tribals. How'd you get your hand on Nuturamine? I can't even make Nuturamine. Nuturamine's always, for me, been like a bit of a head scratcher as to... I get that it's like a medicine precursor, but I find it strange that you can't, like, make it in some way. Like with chem fuel and medicine or something. I don't know. I know there's mods that do it, but always found that a little interesting. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch, March 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo,